He then starts going through all the celebrities in the crowd and roasting them, making fun of Ken Jeong for his TV show getting canceled a while back, and for Freddie Prinze Jr., who got a chance. He
I
made
love
fun of him.
Freddie.
So do I.
Wait, hold on. I've had this interruption planned since the beginning. This is the main reason I'm here. Everyone loves to talk about how good of an announcer Excalibur is. And I agree. I don't have this over fondness for him that everyone else does. I just think he's really good and I appreciate him. But he was the hero here because when MJF was making fun of Ken Jeong, he snuck it in. He snuck in the 6 seasons of the movie. And you know what? This is a wrestling podcast, but real quick, we're going to talk about it. Community is finally getting a movie. Ken Jeong was here. What amazing time. And it's Community being referenced on AEW. The crossover we absolutely needed, for sure. You know what the best fucking shitposting group I've ever come across on Facebook is? It is the Community Facebook group. So it was amazing. Excalibur, you're the man. I don't care what everyone else says about you, but they were right. Okay, you're fucking great, man. Thank you so much. And MJF did great. Just pointing it out, bringing Ken Jeong there. What a get for this show. This show was a big deal. Talking about how great Moxley and the Hangman was, and the Adam Cole return, making this main event for the title. This match we're about to talk about after this. There was so much that made the show feel special, but having Ken Jeong and Freddie Prinze Jr. there is really what took it over the edge. And sorry, now we're gonna do pretty much the same exact thing for Freddie Prinze Jr. And I'm sorry, I just want to, while I'm on this roll, I want to keep talking about it. We got a live action Scooby-Doo reference on AEW television. Oh my God. Do you know how often I subconsciously or consciously reference that movie? Okay. I will never forget the training video where they had to talk, where they were showing the creatures how to blend in with teenagers, and they had an instruction video on how to act like a young teenager. And the two guys bumped into each other at the party. And the one guy was like, yo, my bad. And then the other guy was like, I will crush your bones into dust. Okay. You know how often I quote that? Not with the same anger and vigor as that guy, because I just don't ever get to that level. But all the time, that movie was so ahead of its time. It is and I use this term not lightly at all, and choose it I only talk about movies like Shrek 2 and Small Soldiers in this regard, but it's basically a cinematic masterpiece. Like, what more do you want? Simple Plan, what my favorite band as a fucking teenager, was all synonymous with Scooby-Doo. They did the What's New Scooby-Doo theme song. They did a song for this movie. They did a song for Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. And they, so Scooby-Doo was a perfect movie. It had Linda Cardellini for all the Freaks and Geeks fans that did not exist at the time, but existed years later because it became a cult hit years later. It had all the Buffy fans going crazy. It had the Punky Brewster and She's All That fans going crazy. And it had Scream fans and all the other I can't even list the amount of beloved cult movies that Matthew Lillard was in, but it had it just brought together so many.
He's a lovely guy.
He's a lovely guy. It brings together so many fandoms, and then it delivers. It has so many good jokes for the adults. It has the stupid fart jokes for the kids. And it portrays Scrappy as the annoying piece of shit he's always been. Okay. And only one generation of morons believe that was a good character. The rest of us were smart enough to be like, this is the worst thing you've ever done. They should have never survived bringing Scrappy-Doo into the Scooby-Doo universe. They should have been done after that. Luckily, they survived and moved on. So Freddie is just synonymous with that. And the fact that he's a wrestling fan, so involved in the wrestling world, he brings so much insight. So even when he has some weird thoughts, like pushing Karrion across as a top guy, we can forgive that because he gives us so much extra insight into the wrestling world and so much love. And this was across of 3 lovely communities: the Scooby-Doo fandom, the Community fandom, and the AEW fan base, which is probably the most toxic of the 3, but even then it's still a relatively good fandom, just coming together in one. And then MJF shat on them and they sold it. They were way better than, I'm sorry, what was this guy's name from the Best Friend segment? What was his name?
It was Paul something.
Paul Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Exactly. Who? You just said it. Is already gone. No idea. He was terrible. I can't believe he works in Hollywood. But these guys, these heroes, Dr. Ken Jeong, just amazing. So good. Unbelievable. Both of them have podcasts. I listen to one more than the other. I'm not going to say which one. You can guess because I've just praised them both heavily. So who knows? But
all right, Danny.
Amazing.
I think Danny needs a cigarette.
I was gonna say, go get some oxygen so you can breathe again. And I will finish what I was saying when Max turned to Freddie Prinze Jr.
It's a hydrant.
He called him a supporting actor to a CGI dog and a Scooby Dooby douchebag, which I got a real kick out of.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
I don't know what my only crime is being happy. That's all I did.
Holy shit, Danny.